offensively. What did you see as a team, as a group, issues on offense?
Yeah, I think first thing, just give it up for the defense. I mean, I watched that over, and those guys played with some relentless effort. I feel like there are parts of our offense that played really hard, played good. Some parts of our offense, but there was just there wasn't that connection. There wasn't that swagger. There wasn't that just being excited for each and every play, and there was no rhythm. And that's something that we have to get back. Something that we definitely had all off season, fall camp, and all that. If you were out there, you saw it. So it's in there. I think there's just some things we got to clean up, doing the little things right, and being excited doing them. I think that's going to be a big deal, just getting our swagger back.
Yeah, Freeze was talking about that, like swagger. Like you can see it on the defense. You're still trying to find it on offense. Like, what is it going to take to get that back? Do you think?
Yeah, and like I said, in fall camp, I think the defensive guys would agree that we definitely had it there. We were taking it to them pretty good in fall camp, and we've had some really, really high spots in offense. And I think the biggest thing is just everybody being on the same page. I think everybody just having that same mindset that each and every play is its own play. Be excited for the good ones, flush the bad ones. That's just something that we're going to have to do, and something that we're going to have to get back to. Because like I said, we've done it before. We just didn't have that Saturday, and we got to get back to it.
There were some good things in the running game Saturday. How much is that something you can build on against a really good Texas A&M front? You guys were in the running game able to do some really good things until the penalties killed you.
Yeah, I think that's the shocker. Whenever you look at the scoreboard, look at the box score, and all of that, and the production on offense as a whole. When you run the football that well, you usually have some pretty good production. So I think, and we'll talk about it more today, I think that's something we can build off of. I think our running backs are really talented. Their mindset is very even keel, which is good. Not too high, not too low. And I think our offensive line works hard too. And I think that we're running the football pretty well, and that's something we can hang our hat on. But the elephant in the room, we got to fix everything else. We got to fix just being together and being on one accord throughout the whole game, and just keep doing what we're doing well and fix the things that we're not doing well.
Freeze was saying, being new here, he's obviously new to this rivalry against Georgia. He says he didn't hate Georgia. You think he's going to change his tune by the end of the fourth quarter?
I think so. I think it's something, there's definitely respect there. And with any good rivalry, there's always respect. But it is a rivalry game, and there's something that it means a lot to our guys. We have a ton of guys from the state of Georgia. I know it means a lot to them, and it means a lot to me since I've been here since about December 2018, the 2019 season, and I still have yet to beat them. So I'm excited to get that opportunity, and I think Coach Freeze is very excited too.
Peyton obviously struggled on Saturday, like a lot on the offenses, but Freeze was in here talking about, probably still going to be the guy, and you guys, needing to kind of rally basically on offense. Like, you still kind of got confidence in you were talking about in fall camp. It's just it just felt different with him.
Yeah, I think with all of our quarterbacks, we've had it. We've had confidence in all three of them at some point, and we've seen all of them at their best, and we've seen some of them at their worst, and that just is what it is. The biggest tell is how you bounce back from adversity. That's going to be the biggest thing. There are guys who will tank, and there are guys in this position that will tank across the country, and then there are guys who are going to rise from the ashes. And I have faith in all of our players. I believe in all of them. We got to know each other really well in the offseason, and that's just something that I have a lot of faith in them, because I know their why. I know why they come out here and do what they do each and every day. So I trust that it'll happen. We're going to have a really good week of preparation, and Peyton's one of those guys. He's going to come in here and prepare, so are all those quarterbacks, and we'll see how we do.
Do you think this – oh, go ahead.
Coach Freeze called you out as a leader on this team. How do you rally your guys in preparation for UGA after some offensive inconsistencies against A&M?
Yeah, I think I've said it, and it's just really just getting everybody on the same page. It really is. I think it's okay to call some people up, not to call people out, but calling them up is necessary. And I think this week, like we talked about, it's a big rivalry game. Georgia's a great team, had a great program for a long time, and so we're going to respect that. But for us, we just need to get ourselves right. We need to get back to our roots. The swagger that we had the swagger that that defense knows that we can play. I've talked with some of the guys on defense, and that's probably the most encouraging thing. A lot of times when you have performances like that, you have finger pointing, and you have guys saying, okay, well, the offense didn't do this. Well, yeah, the defense scored a lot more points than we did, which is not good, but there's a bunch of guys who are still around us, which is good. So no finger pointing. I think just all staying together, staying consistent, and just getting our mojo back.
What do you think the biggest difference is between last year after the first loss and this year after the first loss, in the locker room after the game, and then maybe in the football facility this week?
Yeah, we've got a bunch of good vocal leaders that will say what they need to say, and hopefully people look at me as one of those guys, because I don't mind speaking what we need to talk about. And I think last year we just kind of let it snowball. I think this year we know each other really, really well. We have a group of coaches, we have a group of staff members, players that are all bought into the same thing, and there's not finger pointing going on in the background. So I think that's a big difference. I think that's how you move forward, and that's how you become successful.
When you watch Georgia, obviously talented defense, what do you see on film from that defense?
Yeah, I've played against them quite a few times. They like to just pressure and confuse the quarterback. They got some really good players, really talented players, fast, physical, what they always are. But hopefully people see that from us after a couple weeks. I know obviously we didn't put great things on film, but that's okay. That's next week we have an opportunity to do that, and I hope Georgia gets to see that.
For whatever the talent gap may be, how much of an equalizer is Jordan-Hare Stadium, the atmosphere, and the crowd going to play Saturday afternoon?
It always plays a part. The Jordan-Hare Stadium is the greatest place to play in the world, and I truly and firmly believe that. Our fans are the best in the world. They're going to be out there. It's going to be 88,000 strong, and it's going to be rocking. So I'm excited for that. It always is for a rivalry game, and you guys saw it and heard it against UMass and against some of those teams. It's going to be real this Saturday.